Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be continuing. Kyle is famous. In the last episode we did go through a lot more endings, which I'm going to look at here. Why does it say key there? Kyle conducted a good interview. Why is there a key? Because it unlocked more around town. Oh. Okay, so at the interview there's a lot of different endings. I'm curious to try to get more. We've got the lard. We've got massive amnesia. Good energy. So these are the things that I'm gonna try to avoid. Is the lard. I don't need lard. I'm kinda interested in opening the cabinet again because this is around town, but we took Kevin out for helped an old friend. I see. I thought that was Techno Jim, but that's an old friend. I'm not quite sure what else I could do. So we're not talking to Gabby about her identity. I will see Gabby again. I'm just not talking about that. Kyle was a nudist. Techno Jim. Okay, so let's avoid those. Kyle was Rachel's mother. I absolutely love that. So I do want to try asking a few different questions. I think there was a couple that I didn't do. Anything else? No. Alright. How do I get out of here? Let's start.
Kyle.
Skip the intro. I'm kind of curious to see what happens if I just browse.
Stay up late.
Yeah, we got there.
Another grand larceny.
Yep.
Rachel May
So
to unexpectedly leave the country on.
Very, very long.
Who is the bug vigilante? Recently spotted pursuing larcenists. Kyle fails to show up to several charity events.
Ooh.
Bug vigilante shows up to charity events with fresh baked pastry.
Oh.
Hot dogs
nice.
making resurgence as fuel source for both humans and tugboats.
Okay.
Phone model recalled. Techno Gym stores blame overuse by customers. Kyle's phone exploded in his hands from overuse.
Ho! Okay. Well, you know what we gotta do about a broken phone? We gotta go... I know I'm naked right now, but we gotta leave the apartment. We gotta go visit the tech store and be like, hey! Yeah, I'm giving a review
This phone,
about my...
said Kyle.
It's broken.
Kyle continued. The attendant looked at Kyle, feeling he had made...
Okay. That's it. I'm gonna steal Techno Gym. Whatever. I don't care.
After several...
Yep. Oh, that took everything.
Kyle
Like
approached
all my
his
hours.
A middle-aged woman named Gabby answered the door.
Oh! Om nom.
Kyle unhinged his jaw and swallowed Gabby whole. Job done, Kyle returned to the middle of the street.
Is she gonna, like, come back out and be on the set?
Kyle hurried to the set. Sitting across from his host chair was a glamorous woman. As Rachel's smile quickly...
Gabby.
Kyle waved.
Aww.
Kyle started... As it became apparent that...
Aw, come on. Okay, we gotta get dressed. And do that again. Because... let's get dressed and then go eat Gabby.
Kyle decided to take some...
Suit of armor.
Kyle was
Okay, that's good. Let's go back outside and go eat Gabby, because why the heck not?
A middle-aged...
Consume Gabby, yes.
Job.
Still Techno Gym because I said so. Why not? Continue on with day. Let's go back. I want to check the locked door, but I can't do anything without getting a confession. And there's nothing. I'm not sure. Let's get. Well, see, I want to know what these do. So I'm not sure if the other things mess it up. So let's get the CDs. I do want to do the carnival music because I want to see what that's like.
Kyle wrote down his first question.
I don't think I did. Nope,
Kyle
I
wrote
did that.
down his
Whoops.
second question.
Anyways. Whatever.
Kyle wrote down.
Do you ever smile?
Kyle wrote down his last question.
I think I did all of these.
All
right. Anyways, back to room. Let's continue. We're there at the interview.
Good evening, Kyle.
Nope,
she said.
not doing that one.
Kyle responded.
Screaming circles, fine.
Kyle was interrupted by his producer telling him and Rachel.
Insist.
Kyle, shut. He began.
All right.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Rachel blinked at Kyle, shrugged. Good evening, everyone.
Introduce
Tonight,
Rachel. Produce CD.
As Rachel started to reply, Kyle clamped his hand over her mouth. Hush, he said. I need to do something before we... Kyle removed the CD he had brought to the interview and placed it in a nearby... The sound system kicked into action, piping Kyle's music throughout the studio. Rachel briefly listened, a blank expression. Smiling, Kyle closed his eyes and enjoyed the music. All right, now everything's ready. Kyle produced the notes he had taken earlier.
I don't want to do that one. Master blended.
A burning question from the fans, said Kyle. Beef, do you prefer it mashed or blended?
So it's just background music. Okay.
I'm sorry, Kyle, said Rachel. What on earth is this music? It's very... Well, it's an old favorite, Rachel, said Kyle. This is what I grew up on. It's part of my most Kyle and Rachel sat silently. The music played. Suddenly, the wall next to Kyle exploded. Through the hole stepped several men in dazzling, flamboyant costumes of bright color. They held guitars, pianos, and other instruments.
Kyle,
said the man in front.
We are the band of your childhood.
Kyle's jaw dropped, smiling. He put his hands to his cheeks, his eyes sparkled.
We have come to issue a grievance about playing our music on TV without a license.
Oh.
The man took his guitar in both hands and began slamming Kyle's face repeatedly. After several hours, the grievance had been sufficiently repaid. The band left through the hole they had created. Kyle lay on the floor, thinking about what it... Rachel slowly slid to his side. Are you feeling okay, Kyle? She asked. She had a concerned expression on her face.
Yeah, I would too.
Have you ever met your childhood idol, Rachel? Asked Kyle. The person you looked up to for as long as you can remember. I can't say I have. Kyle raised both fists into the air.
It feels amazing!
Kyle spent the rest of Rachel's interview chatting happily about meeting his lifelong favorite band. Rachel listened and asked questions politely, seeming unfazed that her moment on TV had been uprooted. Eventually, the studio was out of time and
That is awesome.
Kyle and Rachel walked out of the studio together. The two said their goodbyes and walked off in separate directions.
Nice.
As Kyle walked home, he felt like the interview had been everything he had hoped. Kyle had gotten everything he had ever wanted as a child.
Wow. That was good. That was a good one. Wow. Okay, I want to do another CD. All right, CDs. Yes. Festival music I think is too similar. Dance music? Let's do classical because it's very different. Check drawer. I'm not sure what I can do with these, but I know there's something. Small change. Can I use that
scooped up the chain.
for the thing in the closet?
Kyle knelt down and inspected the old rusty container that had been in his closet for ages.
Slot. What does that mean? Let's get that key. I want to see if there's something new in the cabinet. What else is in the drawer? Flashlight. Why not? I want to go in that loft room too. Oh my goodness. Okay. Hallway. No. Yes. No. Let's get dressed. Because
Kyle decided to take some time to choose the perfect outfit.
Suit of armor, because she didn't comment on that. Hallway. What else? Kitchen. Pantry.
Kyle wanted to...
Yes. Anything?
The pantry door lock creaked as...
Kyle, I miss it.
Sitting across...
Alright. Now.
Kyle responded.
Screaming in circles does nothing. Let's just answer politely.
Good evening.
Introduce.
Tonight,
produce CD.
As Rachel started to... Hush.
Let's see.
Kyle removed the...
Okay.
The sound system kicked into action, piping Kyle's music throughout the studio.
Some of it sound like classical.
Rachel briefly listened. A blanket... Smiling, Kyle... All right.
All right.
In a shock, Kyle realized he had never bothered to prepare any notes for the interview.
Yep.
Knowing he had the eyes of millions upon him, Kyle came up with a solution quickly.
Play dead.
Kyle slumped in his seat and played dead. Kyle, what are you up to? Kyle did not respond and hoped nobody would... Kyle, why are you pretending to be dead? Asked Rachel. Kyle held his breath. The producer whispered to Rachel over her earpiece.
Give a couple slaps across the face and see if he wakes up.
Rachel got up from her chair, walked to Kyle, and slapped him firmly across... Rachel slapped Kyle continuously, trying to get him to stop play acting. Other members of the crew stepped into frame to start slapping Kyle as well. Soon, Kyle was lost in the amassment of people around him, all slapping his face with both hands. The slapping went on for many hours. Kyle did not wake up.
Wow.
Eventually, Kyle did not need to pretend to be unconscious.
Wow. New background. Cool. Can I change it? How do I do that? Unlocks. How do I... Did I select it? Yes, I did. I did. And, I don't like that. Oh! Ooh! Oh, cool. Sure. Let's do that. What's that? Trails? Swoop, doop, and a gloop, gloop. No trail involved. What? Well, I got a flashlight. Okay, cool. And the background changed.
Kyle woke up.
Wow.
He is famous.
I feel more famous now. I kind of like the other one better, but I want to eat Gabby again. I want to see what happens with that. What did I do before? I wanted to see if there was anything. The music didn't do anything. Festival music? What happened? Is there okay. Interviews.
Kyle
notes.
wrote down his first question.
Are you a mother?
Kyle
Why
wrote
not?
down his second.
Beef or blended?
Kyle wrote down his third
Do
question.
you ever smile?
Kyle wrote down his last question.
Are you guilty? I
Kyle
love that
ripped his
one.
paper.
Alright. Drawer. Let's get the small key.
Kyle
I have a
grabbed the small
flashlight,
key he
obviously.
kept.
Alright. And let's go out here. We need to get dressed because otherwise it just ruins the whole thing. Unfortunately, suit of armor. Let's go back. Hallway. Kitchen. Let's unlock. I just want to see if there's
Kyle
anything.
wanted to. The pantry. Instead of an assortment of canned goods and grains, Kyle's pantry stored his massive amount
Ignore
of.
the pantry. Nothing is in the fridge, and we can't do anything. Check lock door. We can't do anything.
Kyle.
Oh, we
As
did
Kyle
the
approached-
Gabby.
Good.
Come on.
Kyle responded.
Scream in circles. I'm
Ky-
doing it.
Was interrupted by his producer telling him and Rachel that it was time to start the show.
Insist. We're gonna insist. Keep going. Continue. Continue. I'm
Rachel.
ready.
Um,
All
Good
right.
evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Said Kyle. Tonight, I have the.
Proof CD.
As Rachel. Hush.
Hush.
Kyle removed. The sound system kicked into. Rachel briefly listened. A blank Smiling. All right.
All right.
Kyle produced the notes he had taken earlier.
Master
A
blended.
burning question from the fans, said Kyle. Beef, do you prefer it mashed or blended? I'm sorry, Kyle, said Rachel. What on earth
Oh,
is this
okay, so
music?
do I have to have-
It's very... It's an old favorite, Rachel, said Kyle. This is what I grew up on. It's part of my most special collection.
Is it the
Kyle
same
and Rachel
thing?
sat silently. So, through
It's
the
same
hole,
thing.
Kyle!
said
It's the
Kyle's
same
jaw.
thing.
We...
The man.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Rachel slowly. Have you...
Okay, so that was the same thing.
Ra-
Same thing.
Kyle and Rachel. As Kyle walked.
Okay, that was the same thing. No more music. Even the classical music? I do want to change this background. I like the darker one. I feel like most people prefer darker backgrounds just because it's not as...
Kyle
Here
woke
I
up.
am! Skip. Alright. We're gonna eat Gabby. We're gonna get dressed.
Kyle
Suit
decided.
of armor because,
Kyle.
again,
much-
nothing has been said about that. See, in the desk drawer, there is a flashlight that
Kyle.
nothing has happened with, and there's also a sort of change that nothing has happened with.
Kyle wrote down his.
Are you a mother?
Kyle wrote.
Diet tips.
Kyle wrote down his last.
And I
Kyle
know
ripped.
that I didn't do the ones that I did before, but anyways, back to room. Exit. Leave apartment. Gabby. Gabby.
A middle-aged
Gabby.
woman named Gabby answered the door.
Scream and spin.
He
Oh,
tilted
sorry.
his neck upwards and let loose a long passion.
Yes.
As Kyle continued to spin, Gabby. Eventually, Kyle ran out of.
Back to the street. Oh. Scared her away. Anyways.
Sitting across.
Alright. Alright. Alright.
Kyle
And let's do that again.
Was interrupted by.
Maybe we had to do it 2 times. I don't know.
I'm
ready.
Good evening,
Alright.
everyone.
Introduce Rachel.
Tonight, I have the pleasure.
Become Rachel.
Kyle motioned to Rachel, who smiled. In response, Kyle collapsed on the floor.
From all the spinning?
From a combination of stressful preparation and not eating anything, Kyle had passed out. Nobody in the studio quite knew what to do with him. They began to poke Kyle in the back. After a while, they ended the broadcast, shut off the lights. Kyle was left face first on the floor.
Okay, well that was an ending. I see.
Kyle decided to. Kyle.
Nothing has been said about the ghost. Nothing has been said about. This is kind
Kyle
of what I'm
decided
going
to
on. I want things
Kyle-
being said. I'm not gonna prepare anything because there was a couple options of to blame Gabby for. And once again,
Kyle quickly crouched down on the floor.
not that one. Well, I already wasted 2 hours, but I'm gonna go eat Gabby. Oh.
Kyle felt a sudden pull on his heart. Had he abandoned his job as a ghost? Was he fulfilling his spooky, ethereal role that he'd accepted while lying in bed this morning?
Huh.
Kyle realized he had no other choice. He must spend his day spooking about.
Yes.
Kyle decided he should make a plan about who or where he should spook.
Spook himself. Spook Gabby.
Kyle believed that Gabby would be delighted to have him spook about. Kyle
Right.
started to slowly creep to Gabby's door in a. He crouched by Gabby's door, cooing quietly and waiting for her to leave so he. It didn't take long. Soon, Gabby exited her apartment and started walking towards her car. Kyle
Alright.
crept behind her, invisible. Gabby opened the driver's side door and got in. She seemed to be leaving for some errands.
Ooh.
Kyle was struck with a wonderful.
Yes.
Kyle started to run to the back of Gabby's car. Perhaps if he could catch her before she left, he could hide in the trunk. Kyle could make noises as she drove. He could follow her around on her errand, knocking over small objects near.
Okay.
Gabby put the car in reverse and floored the accelerator. Invisible
Right.
to all senses, Kyle was crushed underneath the back tires of the car, creating a large boom. Gabby figured she'd hit the curb. She
Of
put the
course.
car into forward and floored the accelerator. Kyle became locked in an endless loop of Gabby trying to move her car out of her parking space, being run over repeatedly.
Why?
As the day started to wane and it drew closer to the time of Rachel's interview, Kyle ceased to be a ghost. Gabby neither noticed nor stopped. Kyle was forced to conduct Rachel's interview while being run over.
What?
Kyle's crew moved the filming set next to Gabby's apartment.
Are you hearing this?
Rachel appeared. Kyle asked her many questions. They shared several laughs. The interview was successful. The sound of Gabby flooring her car's accelerator drowned out large sections of the.
What? Okay, now we gotta just die
Kyle
2 more times
decided
because there's shucks.
Kyle is...
Get out of bed. Go outside. Leave apartment. We gotta get dressed again. I'm telling you.
Kyle...
I'm afraid to be naked
Kyle
now.
After...
Alright. Exit. Leave apartment. Haunt around.
Kyle
Let's haunt something else.
Had he been... was he...
Either himself
Kyle decided he should make a plan about who or where...
Spook himself, obviously.
Kyle could think of nobody better to spook than himself.
Of course.
Kyle sat on the sidewalk and looked at the ground. He took it. Kyle began to scream uncontrollably, as he had managed to spook himself by his very existence.
Wow.
Kyle jumped up from the sidewalk and began to run around, Unfortunately, Kyle was unable to escape from the fact that he was himself. Kyle spent several minutes screaming.
Alright.
But as he screamed, Kyle realized it was becoming time for Rachel.
Okay.
Continuing to scream, Kyle traveled to his studio. That evening, Kyle tried to do well by his duties and conduct... But being able to only express pure terror, the episode consisted only of Rachel watching him scream. The episode was very popular. Kyle was asked to continue screaming in the next episode, and the next. Kyle's show was rebranded to Kyle is Scared, with Kyle. The studio went on to produce many episodes.
Oh my gosh.
Kyle remained existentially terrified of himself.
Wow. That's spooky. One more time. Let's die one more time. Wither away.
Kyle just...
Aw, shucks. Get out of bed. Get dressed, because I'm afraid. I'm afraid that they're going to be like, ah, he's naked. Run away. Alright. Leave apartment. Haunt around. Let's haunt... what was it?
Kyle decided...
Spook the interview.
Kyle thought that it would be best to continue his daily course, but with a twist. Today, he would still go to his studio, but instead of conducting an interview, he would haunt. Excitedly, Kyle made his way to the studio early to find the best spot to conduct it. The studio was empty. Being so early, the crew wouldn't arrive for several hours. Kyle gleefully skipped around the building, finding the best spot for himself to hide. After searching for some time, Kyle decided to hide behind the guest chair.
Very, very nice
Kyle
spot
quickly placed himself down and drew his legs to his chest. Soon, the crew began to arrive and set up for the interview that night. Invisible to all senses, Kyle went undetected. He watched as cameras were set up, screens were turned on, and pages were... Within an hour, Rachel walked into the studio. Hey everyone, said Rachel, smiling kindly. I'm ready to get prepped. Who do I need to talk to first? Kyle's producer approached her. Thanks for being here, Rachel. You should really talk to Andre about makeup first, and then wait for when Kyle arrives.
All right.
Kyle, knowing he was duping everyone, began to giggle uncontrollably. It was then that he, like clockwork, ceased to be a ghost.
And then he's giggling behind.
The studio grew silent. Everyone stared at Kyle, head down, clutching his legs and giggling at the floor. Kyle froze. He had found himself in a situation he had not encountered before. Kyle started to crawl out of the studio on all fours, hoping his small form would avoid attracting more attention. Everyone wordlessly watched as Kyle slowly made his way across the stage, through the production set, and out the door. As soon as he was outside the studio, Kyle broke into an all-out sprint.
Okay.
Kyle made his way back to his apartment as quickly as possible. Kyle sat in his kitchen and processed what had happened during his day. He vowed that he would never haunt anything again.
That's good. Kyle left. My gosh. One more. Okay. What was it? What is the flashlight for? Okay. Flashlight. We're not preparing things. We're taking a flashlight. I don't know why. Let's get dressed. In the closet. Once again. I'm just going for a suit of armor every time until something happens. We're gonna eat Gabby. Of course. Because I want to see what happens with that.
A middle-aged...
Consume Gabby.
Job done.
That is so funny. I can't do anything with the locked door. Why? there not a knife over here? Open fridge.
Kyle opened the fridge, intending to find...
Prepare breakfast, let's smash it.
Kyle smashed his breakfast to a pulp, using both fists.
Yes. Oh. Okay. Nothing else happened. We didn't get anything. He just didn't eat breakfast. Sounds good. Return to bedroom. Yes. Scavenge, can we
Kyle
listen?
quickly crouched
No.
down on the floor, realizing his immediate...
Bugs.
Soon, he had a small...
For later use.
Kyle
Alright, we got
Kyle, hurry.
bugs.
Kyle responded.
Scream in circles.
Kyle... A moment after seating, the studio lights
What was
brightened
the
and
other
the cameras
option?
clicked on.
Aw,
Good.
man.
Tonight, I have the pleasure of
No.
Kyle... In response, Kyle collapsed on the floor.
Oh my god.
From a combination of stressful preparation and not eating anything.
Come on. Come on. We did this before. Okay. Okay. We gotta eat. We gotta eat. Alright, let's not skip too fast this time.
Good. Kyle responded.
Scream in circles.
Was interrupted by his producer.
Oh, insist.
Kyle
that's what
shoved
it
his
was.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
A moment. Good evening. Tonight,
Alright.
I have the pleasure.
More.
Kyle motioned.
More.
I'm very ready.
Very ready.
In a shock, Kyle realized he had never...
Okay, yes.
Knowing he had the eyes of millions upon him, Kyle came up with a solution quickly.
Produce bugs.
Well, Rachel, said Kyle, I wanted to show this to you. Kyle produced the ball of bugs he had accumulated from his bedroom floor.
Okay, so if I don't prepare notes, I use whatever I have in my pocket. That makes sense. That makes sense. Alright.
Rachel took several beats
What
to
about
figure
Gabby?
out what Kyle was holding. Kyle, what on earth is that? She asked. Is it alive?
Yes. Rachel, it is alive.
Yeah, maybe, said Kyle. Here, watch this. Kyle, staring at Rachel, opened his mouth wide and slowly inserted
watch
the
this.
gooey ball of... As Rachel watched, obviously unsettled, Kyle began to chew very slowly and intently. Attempting to swallow, Kyle coughed several times, covering Rachel in partially chewed bugs. Rachel sat, still shocked, processing what had...
Yeah.
Kyle finished swallowing and opened his mouth to show that there were no bugs left. Well, that was satisfying,
Was
he said,
it?
smiling widely at the camera. Rachel got out of her seat and left the studio.
Yes. My gosh. Alright. Well. That was a very successful episode. Let's see, I want to look at the endings now. What do we do? Ooh! Okay, we did a lot of haunting. This was... What was this one? Kyle helped an old friend. Okay. So there's something that unlocks more options. I'm not sure what that is, but we'll find out. But we did do quite a bit. We did the ball. So I found that out is if you don't prepare anything, whatever you have in your pocket, I'm assuming, or something similar to that, I still want to eat Gabby and do something with her on the set. I'm not sure what would happen. Like puke her out? Oh. She's obviously not nutritious because I passed out, not, like, you know, hungry. But, yeah. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the episode. Next time I will do something with Gabby. I'll try to not make notes and see what happens there. And I want to find out what these two are. There can't be too many choices. So I think it's like... something like, if I get things, then, and go, maybe if I eat the fridge and leave, I don't know. But we'll see. I do really like this. I hope you have a wonderful day. And I will see you in the next episode. Bye.